We've had a bit of a wobble, but the fight for promotion is still well and truly on.
As the Uruguayan curls one in. Oh, Middlesbrough take the lead!
What is up, guys? Matthew here, and welcome back to another episode of our Project Boro FM 24 career mode here, as I say, as the manager of the Boro. A big thank you for all your support in the recent episodes. I hope you guys continue to enjoy the series, and we're here today for two more games in the Championship. We've played a good chunk since I was last with you, 4 games in total. We lost 2. Thankfully, we won the other 2. Obviously, we had a fantastic draw away to Rotherham last time out, having been down to 10 men, and then dropped an absolute clanger at home to Huddersfield, who were absolutely fantastic on the day, by the way. They were outstanding. They took pretty much every chance that came their way, and I mean, we missed a bucket load of chances, but Huddersfield were just brilliant, especially from set pieces. Force missed a penalty as well, as I keep saying. You probably noticed this if you watch my Road to Glory career mode. We just keep missing penalties at the moment for some reason, but we lost that one, and then even more annoyingly, we went to Ipswich and we were leading until the final 10 minutes, and they got themselves in front, and it was really, really frustrating that we bottled a lead, 2-1 up, lost it 3-2, and then to boot, as I keep saying, we missed another penalty. Marcus Forss again missing, as I said, 4 penalties in both career modes that I've missed in the last 2 episodes. It's ridiculous. And we had an XG of 3.35, over double their XG, and we somehow come out on the losing side. I was furious. Thankfully, we battled back and beat Preston 2-1 in a much more solid performance. They got a late goal, but it didn't impact things in the end, and Luton made it very difficult for us at the Riverside. It was the Facundo Pellistri show in the end. I can't remember what rating he got that day, but he was inspired form. And what did he get? He got a 9.1. In the end, we were winning 3-1. I think Luton kept pegging us back more and more, made it very nervy at the end, but we clung on to beat them 4-3, and they're a very good side, to be fair. So what that means for the Championship is that we are still right in the fight at the top of the table. It's very, very competitive. Leicester are setting the pace at the top, 2 points clear. Sunderland, who did hit a bit of bad form, have come back into it now and are ahead of us on goal difference. So we are third, just ahead of Blackburn. And then there's a bit of a gap to Plymouth, who are having an outstanding season, and Southampton, who have had a few poor results, have us Stoke and Nottingham Forest. So I'm hoping that a top 4 is starting to break away, and this is who we're going to be competing with, because I'd feel much more confident of us getting the job done up against Blackburn, Sunderland and Leicester, as opposed to if Southampton or Forest were to join the party, or even Luton for that matter. So still all to play for. We're still in a very good position. As I say, we've got the Welsh double today. We're at home to Cardiff before taking the very, very long trip down to Swansea. So yeah, let's head to the Riverside Stadium and get the team ready for the game at home to Cardiff City. So here's the team then ahead of the game at home to Cardiff City. Senny Dieng is in goal. He's come back to form a little bit after dropping them 2 absolute clangers not too long ago in them 2 defeats. The back 4, Anderson, Arroyo. We have got Rav Vandenberg in actually, but I don't know if that's because I was told to rest Scott McKenna. Let's get him back in there alongside Darragh Lenihan. Ryan Manning will start on the left. While we were playing offline, Lucas Engel did come to us asking to start more games, but as you can tell, his form has been pretty bad, so he's not exactly justifying a starting position, if you ask me. So he's going to remain in the squad. Lewis O'Brien is there in front of the back 4. He's not been in great form either, but Paddy McNair competes for him in that position, and neither's he. So we're going to keep Manning in there. Going to keep O'Brien in there. Hackney is alongside Riley McGree. McGree also come to us asking to play. We've granted him his wish. He's playing pretty darn well, and Tommy Doyle's a little bit off form, so good competition there. Pellistri, on fire last time out, has to start, as is Isaiah Jones, Martial as well. These players are just all in such form. We'd be just silly to not play them. It's the back four, the keeper, the CDM that I think is a little bit up and down at the moment. But I think if we did have money to spare, which we don't, we're spending way too much on our wages at the moment. We are due money in from certain clauses. But yeah, if I had the money to spend, I would probably go for a really, really good CDM. You know, a Christian Bielik type of player who can just sit in front of the back four. They don't do anything other than protect. They're very good at winning the ball, very good at heading and breaking up play, and that's all they do. I think that's maybe the area where we could improve to give the back four some more protection. But other than that, it's just form, it's consistency, it's some players coming in form, some others going out of form, as you'd expect. It's just about picking up results when we can and staying in the fight at the top of the league. But we're underway here. Sunderland were getting beat. They've equalised. Of course they have. Jack Clark, obviously. And Blackburn are winning now, so we've dropped to 4th as it stands. It's so tight. It's so tight at the top of the table. It really is. And this has been a very dull opening half an hour. In fact, there's nothing to say, nothing to see. This is quite incredible. And they've got the first highlight 38 minutes in. I mean, they've played a clever ball out to Adams there. 3 Boro players have committed themselves to that. Perry and G cuts inside. Perry and G's allowed to shoot, and thankfully he gets it all wrong. And it goes flying over the bar. Oh, I was going to demand more. I don't know if this is a Boro highlight or a Cardiff one. I mean, we're backing off, so I'm assuming it's a Cardiff one. I'm going to demand more. Because we've not seemingly done anything in this first half. Adams plays it forward to Perry and G, who plays it over the top. McKenna, though, is there on the cover. Darragh Lenihan back to Senny Dieng. Maybe it's a Boro highlight, who knows. Dieng to McKenna, playing out from the back to Hayden Hackney. Pellistri picking it up in the pocket. Plays it back, though, to McKenna, who then plays it back to Pellistri. McKenna again. This could go one of 2 ways, as you guys know. We give the ball away in our own half, or we turn things up. I think we're turning it up. McGree into Jones. Hackney. Ooh, he's passed it to himself and took a shot and hit the bar. What an effort from Hackney. Jones plays it back in. Headed clear by Cardiff. And that was the highlight. It was almost worth the wait. Hackney clattering the bar. But other than that, a pretty drab affair, if we're honest. We picked it up towards the end. Keep going. We can win this if we work hard as a team. Keep going. I don't know why O'Brien's nervous. This is why I'm a little bit concerned at CDM. Just, not looking composed, not looking settled in that position right now. But I'm hoping we'll have a bit more of an exciting second half. We've got a highlight here on the right-hand side. Arroyo, Hackney combining. Pellistri plays it to absolutely no one, and now they've gave the ball away. It's an absolute stinker by one of the Cardiff defenders who've passed it straight to Isaiah Jones, who was literally on the 6-yard line. And quite frankly, he couldn't miss. Good football. I mean, Pellistri, I don't know what he's seeing there, but long as... Oh, it's a terrible error. We'll take that every day of the week. And... well, second half FC, here we go. Corner, in-swinger, Pellistri, in towards O'Brien. McKenna heads it down to Riley McGree, back out to Pellistri. Cuts inside, dances, he's hit the woodwork as well. Twice we've hit the crossbar. O'Brien plays it in, and I think Cardiff are going to clear it. They get away with conceding a second, but we've certainly turned it up here. Manning. Martial, he must be onside. He's not onside because he's crossed it, or he was onside, he's just crossed it straight into the hands of the Cardiff goalkeeper, who puts it down, boots it clear. Is that Dele Alli? Dele Alli's playing for Cardiff. Well, that is something. Gotta love how the world evolves in FM in Season 2. Isaiah Jones deciding to go off on his travels. Plays a good ball out to Pellistri. Arroyo now to Hackney. Pellistri, they've got a good partnership cooking on the right-hand side. Pellistri's shot is wide. That was unlucky. But good play down the right between Hackney and Pellistri. But This is how a lot of games have been going of late. We've been the better side, created more chances, but the opposition just pull a goal out of nowhere. O'Brien's going to come off though for Paddy McNair. He's feeling a bit nervous. Pellistri, although has been involved, hasn't had the best of games, so we'll bring on Latilath for him. And Martial actually has had a bit of an off day, which I can't say has happened too often since his ridiculous turn to form, but we'll bring on Force, who's nervous and unhappy, obviously. Of course he is. But they're willing to run at our defence a bit more, which is something we have to be wary of. But another Boro highlight here. A second goal would, I think, be deserving, and it would put the game to bed. And Force has just sat on that and lost it. Dele Alli, great challenge by Paddy McNair. That's fantastic from him. And I think we deserve a second. I think we deserve a second goal. We deserve a cushioned lead by how we've controlled the game in the second half. McGree out to Isaiah Jones, who cuts inside. Great pocket of space picked up by Hayden Hackney. And here's Marcus Force here. Can Force double the lead? It's a good save, I think. Or it may have been over the bar. Another good move, but it doesn't result in that second goal that we need. I'm taking no chances at all. We're gonna go balanced. We're gonna go cautious, actually. And I've already got the fullbacks on support. I'll go balanced. I feel like we're controlling the game at the moment. Cue a Cardiff goal. But why change things too much when we seem to be in control? Lenihan out to Manning. Isaiah Jones is going to make the run. Manning opts to keep hold of it and play it down the left. McGree with an early cross. Latilath at the back post, but it's headed clear. And maybe Cardiff are going to get the ball up the other end, and it would be typical that they go up the other end and score. It would just be typical of just the way my career modes are going on FM at the moment. But McNair, once again, since he's come on, right place, right time. Hackney driving forward. Dele Alli tackles him. Latilath's in the box, and it's a good save by the goalkeeper, who is keeping things at 1-0. And while they're at 1-0, Cardiff have a chance. Paddy McNair to whip this in. It's headed clear. McKenna heads it back in, and the goalkeeper's going to claim that every day of the week. We're going to bring off... Jones for Bangura. And Tommy Doyle for Hayden Hackney, who's had a good game, but is looking a bit tired. Thankfully for us, Tommy Doyle can do a bit of everything, so we can bring him on and tell him to pretty much do any job that we wish. Into the 90th minute, 5 minutes added on. We are going to go cautious. We're going to press Perry and G, who's their danger man, and I'm hoping that this is going to be a solid 1-0 win. We took control second half. Cardiff did not offer anything, and there wasn't the usual sucker blow. So, well done everyone. We got the goal, we controlled the game, we managed it, we got the victory, and it keeps us in touch. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed at the top. This is why we have to keep winning our games. Leicester beat Plymouth, we beat Cardiff, Sunderland beat Hull, and Blackburn beat Swansea. So it's as is, as we are about to receive $2.5 million, which is nice. So that was good to see. It was good to see us pick up a good solid 1-0. Sometimes they're the results that are kind of the most satisfying, and it's now 3 in a row, which is good. But now we head down to Swansea, who, in fairness, are having a bit of a stinker of a season at the moment. But as we know, they are the games that you often lose. Well, this is quite nice. Obviously, we've been performing beneath the wage budget so far, and Steve Gibson has just dropped me an email to say, here's some more money. Isn't that nice? So 1.6 million has been made available. In all honesty, I'm simply just going to use that to balance the books. I mean, what are we committing to? We're still underneath our wage budget, which is insane, but we're going to say thank you very much, Mr. Gibson. We're going to use that much money to sort of bring things back into line, but only 10 grand under isn't as bad. And I'd like to think if we can maybe shift off, a couple more players in January, maybe we can then, make the most out of Sammy Silvera leaves, for example. Most of that 10 grand is back. There's probably another player or two. I mean, look at Matt Clark. He's on 17.5 grand a week and he's barely played a minute. And he's injured and he's unregistered. And we were so close to selling him in the summer. That's a player I think we should definitely look to shift onwards. As for our performance review, we were untouchable at one point, but it has gone down a secure. The fans a little bit more harsh with a C+, which is interesting. But anyhow, let's continue on to the game away at Swansea with a little bit more of an ease on the wage budget. Well, here's an exciting day in the calendar. It is the draw for the FA Cup third round. So these draws do take quite a while. So I'll probably just skip forward to who we get or anyone else. There's an interesting draw, but as always, the fan poll has come in, and once again, the Boro fans make no sense. Sunderland are in there, but they'd much rather play Sheffield United or Fleetwood. Make that make sense. So it's West Brom, Watford, Shrewsbury and Boro. We're at home. Please give me Shrewsbury. That would be nice. I don't want West Brom or Watford, and we've got Watford. It's just a bit dull, innit? Shrewsbury will host West Brom, and we were the second to last home team drawn out. And it's an old championship affair. Watford. They are bottom of the championship, having a torrid time. So at least we'll have a chance of getting by, you'd like to think. So we've got Paddy McNair in wanting us to... Well, basically he's unhappy that he's not being played in the libero role, which is where he wants to be played. But he has done a better job at CDM, and McKenna and Lenihan are going to play when they're fit, and we want Vandenberg as well. His morale's abysmal. It's a bit strong, isn't it? I'm going to stand by it and say he's done a good job where he's played, and it's true about Paddy. His versatility is one of his biggest strengths, and he hasn't got time to listen to our excuses. Wow. I can only apologise, Paddy, and he's offended. The damage is done. You'll regret the way you've treated me. Wow. Get on with your job, mate. I mean, that has gone terribly. I can't believe how angry he was there. I mean, Force is unhappy that... I mean, that might be from last season. I don't know how many people are going to be, agreeing with Paddy McNair, because we're playing well with the players in the positions they're in. So I'd be very surprised if any of the players sort of stand up and agree with him when we're playing as well as we are. But I don't quite understand why Paddy's having he's kicking up such a fuss. We were going to release him. We kept him on. We opted to sign him on for one more year when we didn't have to. He still played, just in a different position, and he's booting off. No one seems to be that bothered, though, to be fair. And it's public. So that's great. Well done, Paddy. You have basically fluffed your place in the team, essentially. But we're here for the game. Sunderland have just went and won 3-1 away at Southampton. They're a little bit scary, I'm not going to lie. We need to try and keep up the pace. So here's the team for the game away at Swansea. It's as you were. In fact, it's not quite as you were. Now it's as you were. With Dieng, Arroyo, McKenna, Lenihan, Manning. O'Brien's definitely starting in that position now, with Paddy McNair kicking up the fuss that he did. Hayden Hackney, Tommy Doyle in front of him. Them three are really starting to strike up some good chemistry now, which is good, with the usual Palestri, Jones and Martial up front. Martial dropped his first clanger in a while last time out, but I'm not going to get too worried about that. And Dan Barlas has been upset that he's not played enough games, so I feel like now that McNair's pretty much written himself out of our plans for the rest of the season, he might even go in January now, if I'm honest. Dan Barlas will probably get the chance that he wants competing with Lewis O'Brien. So one man's, I don't know what the saying goes, one man's loss is another man's gain, or something like that. Dan Barlas, I think, has got himself a chance now, especially if Lewis O'Brien's form drops off. So we'll see how that goes. And maybe selling McNair is a way of getting our wage structure back under control and getting a bit of money through the door. We signed him on, which means we obviously now will have to sell him for a fee instead of what would have happened, and that was that we lost him for free in the summer. So it still might work out good business for us if he goes in January. But here we go. Swansea City away from home. They're having a torrid season in the relegation dogfight down towards the bottom. But we've had enough games like this so far this season to know that they can be arguably the worst and the most awkward. So we will see how we get on. Elsewhere, Blackburn are winning. The pace that's been set at the top of the Championship right now is insane. And I do worry that we might not be able to keep up over the whole 46-game season. I think playoffs, we should definitely be, one of the 4 sides, undoubtedly. But top 2, wow. You've got Blackburn, who have took a step forward from last season, the playoff semi-finalists, of course. Sunderland losing playoff semi-finalists to Birmingham. They got battered by the team, who then went and beat us in the playoff final, of course. So, it's all competitive, and Leicester have gotten back to where they should be. They underachieved big time last season. And Maresca got lucky to stay in a job. But meanwhile, Martial has missed an absolute sitter. He's not been missing many of them of late. Headed over by Hackney. Should be 1-0 up. Here is Hackney. Out to Pellistri. Timon has done well to intercept that. Jerry Yates. Now this is a swift counter-attack. They're in the box. And Seny Dieng with a fantastic save. Fractured finger. Doesn't matter. Great save by Seny Dieng. As Swansea have now arguably had just as big of a chance as what we did. It's out to Tyler Morton. Harry Darling now. Back to Tom Kearney. Cabango. And there's Dieng again. He's going to be fracturing a few more fingers if he keeps making these saves. We're under a bit of pressure here. Swansea with another corner. Morton in. Dieng comes out to claim. And that's a very good few minutes for our Senegalese number 1. Some great saves. He comes and claims well. Brilliant from Dieng. And then he boots it clear and gives the ball back. Great. The highlight's not over. We've lost the second ball. And Swansea come again. Cabango in behind to Gazal, who's allowed to turn. Plays it to Reltz. There's a goal coming here. You can sense it, can't you? And there's Dieng again. He's keeping us in it. Swansea are all over us at the moment. And it looks like we finally got ourselves out of that spell. Here we are down the left. Oh my God, Jones has gave it away to Doyle. Luckily, that pass is aimlessly in the middle. And Pellistri was there, who did really well to win it back. Tommy Doyle now to Hackney. They're pressing us really well, to be fair to Swansea. McKenna to Hackney. Here's Pellistri. Cuts inside. The afterburners have well and truly been turned on. Martial. Jones making a good run. I think he's got himself back on side. Isaiah Jones. What a through ball to Martial, who's missed again. He was offside, I think. Was he? I mean, Martial, I'm not going to say it, but he's missed 2 absolute stinkers in this first half. He should have a brace, and that's all I've got to say. Lenihan steps into midfield to win the ball back. Isaiah Jones to Martial. He's missed again. He's going to have to come off. He's missed 3 absolute sitters now. Where's this come from, Anthony? You couldn't miss not too long ago, but that's half time. We've done more than enough to be winning by at least 1 goal. I'm going to say don't lose faith because we've created so many chances. Martial should have a hat-trick. He really should have a hat-trick. What can we say to him? You have the ability. Go and do it. He's inspired. I'll give him a bit more time. But this has got 1-0 Swansea written all over it. If we don't get the goal that we deserve. Hackney to O'Brien. Pellistri. Martial, here's his 4th opportunity, and he finally puts one away. Thank the Lord. Persistence pays off for Anthony Martial, and he finally gets the goal. We kept faith, we didn't bring him off, and yeah, we just keep carving through Swansea's back line. I mean, hopefully we'll create a few more chances and put the game to bed. He nearly missed. He nearly missed. He almost missed. Oh, here comes the sucker blow. Swansea with a corner. Seny Dieng, I mean, he's having a wonderful game. There he is again. Throw it out, Seny. Seny, look at the full-backs. Look at the centre-backs. Oh, well, he did it eventually. At least he's not hoofed it. Ryan Manning now. To Isaiah Jones. Back to Darragh Lenihan. To Lewis O'Brien. Hayden Hackney, who is in a creative mood today, as is this man, Facundo Palestri. Tackled though, Arroyo plays an early cross in. Cabango heads it clear. Tommy Doyle's there. Opts to play it back to Ryan Manning with a great cross, and, well, it was deflected by Cabango. The goalkeeper had to react, and he did. Puts it behind for a corner. Tommy Doyle now. It's in the middle. Lenihan's in there. Plays it back to Jones. Back out to Doyle. McKenna's there, and McKenna scores, but Tommy Doyle was offside. That's annoying. So arguably, there's 4 goals we should have had. Keep tally, ladies and gentlemen. We've missed 3 sitters, and that was a pretty careless offside. Doyle should really be staying onside there. It was just a bit lazy getting back into position. But Hackney to Palistri. Surely a second goal is imminent. Tommy Doyle! Wow, what a strike from Tommy Doyle. A special goal by a special player. The commentators could not be more right. He's made up for his careless offside by thunder-twatting one right into the corner. What a strike. I mean, the goalkeeper, could he have done better? I don't know. That was a wonderful strike by Tommy Doyle, and it's the least we've deserved, let's be honest. And it gives us a nice cushion. With 20 minutes to go, the front 4 have performed brilliantly. Ryan Manning's going to come off for Lucas Engel. Let's not risk a potential red card there at full-back. Palistri's done well. I'm going to bring him off now for Latilath. And we'll leave it as is. Let's not change too much. But 20 minutes to go. Swansea need a goal. And they need one now. If they get a goal now, it's a nervy end. I mean, O'Brien, I don't know what that was. We haven't changed tact. I don't know why he's booted that clear. I mean, maybe he's feeling a bit nervous. I don't know why. This is what I mean about our CDMs. They're just not quite composed enough. We don't want a nervous CDM when we're 2-0 up and looking comfortable. But look at this. I'm not even going to try and pronounce his name. Miami. It was a good save by Dieng again, though. And this is a crucial period for us here. We cannot afford to concede and give Swansea a chance. But Seny Dieng, he's caught absolutely everything. He's been inspired form between the sticks today. But Swansea have certainly turned it up. And that just makes me think we should go balanced. Because they do seem to be pushing a little bit. Cabango key, but we are pushing them all the way back into their own half here. That's great pressing from the boys. And I think this is the sort of game for pace. So Bangura is going to come on as well. I think I'm going to bring off Lewis O'Brien actually and sit. Oh, Dan Barlas is complacent. I'm not going to do that. I'll leave the midfielders on. They're having a good game. Let's just preserve a bit of fitness with our attacking guys. But Embleton now. Is there a Swansea goal coming? I think there might be. Embleton. And it would be harsh on Seny Dieng because I feel like he really deserves a clean sheet. Hackney does not get the tackle in, and Seny Dieng makes another crucial intervention there. A wonderful save once again. And it's another corner. Tom Kearney in swinging again towards Cabango. It's headed clear. Bangura. There's the fresh pace. Winning it high up the pitch. Martial loses it up the pitch. Maybe he's a little tired. Let's bring on Marcus Force. There is a highlight going on in the background there that I'm completely missing. Latilath has nicked the ball somewhere and won us a corner. That was very well played from him to get us up the pitch. And I think we are... was going to say, I think we are going to be okay. I mean, Dieng's caught it again. He's like Spider-Man. The ball's stuck to his hands. Brilliant from Dieng. And he can slow the game down as much as he wants. Boots it clear. Cabango's always going to win that header, and Swansea are going to come again here. Nathan Redmond. Oh, Jerry Yates has scored. Is he offside? He is offside. I thought he was. Dieng deserves his clean sheet. Come on, boys. Give Dieng his clean sheet. Let's see how close this was. Oh, he's miles offside. Absolute acres. Maybe Engel looked like he was playing him a little bit close, but it remains 2-0. McKenna. Doyle. Ooh, that was loose. And now here comes Swansea on the counter-attack. Oh my God, he's ran between three of you. What are you doing, boys? And Dieng saves it once again. Focus, boys. Oh, and Dieng. Engels gave the ball away. What are we doing? Let's be cautious. I mean, are we wanting to gift wrap these guys a goal? Jerry Yates has missed an absolute sitter. A better team honestly might have punished us here. But we're going to get over the line. It's a 2-0 win away from home. Senny gets his clean sheet. And I'm going to, despite the expected Swansea fight back, I'm going to say it's a good performance because we got a clean sheet. And Senny Dieng absolutely deserved it. And we make it another win. And things look a little bit better at the top of the table. Sunderland, of course, won, but Leicester mustn't have. Ipswich 3, Forest 6. Bloody hell. Blackburn lost. Leicester? They've not played yet. Okay, we might be going straight back down to third place then. We'll praise Palestri's performance. I won't attend the press conference because I want to see what happened in the Leicester game. And yep, they won. Of course they did. So Leicester go back to the top of the league. They beat Wickham. No surprise there. Dale Fry scoring for them in that one. So it's kind of as you were, barring Blackburn have dropped off a little bit. So Leicester are still 2 points clear with Sunderland and us right in the rear-view mirror. Blackburn are sort of clinging on. Stoke are in there a bit, but there's now a 7-point gap to us and 5th, which is a great position for us to be in. And we just need to try and hang on to Leicester the best we can and hope Sunderland drop off like they are capable of having a drop off. It is worth saying they've lost 5 games this season. It's just that they've not drew many. So they're on a great run at the moment, but they had a terrible October. So it can happen. Sunderland, I think, have it in them, being a young team, that they will drop off. But as for us, we're in great form. And that's now 4 wins in a row after them annoying 2 defeats. And we will crack on. We will be back, I think, we won't play Swansea again. I think we'll do Sheffield United and Southampton. So we'll do either side of the year and see where we're at going into the New Year's period. And of course, the history tells you that the team who are top at Christmas or New Year often get promoted. So if we can be in the mix around then, I'd like to hope we are in with a shout of being in the fight all the way to the end when it comes May this season. But if you've enjoyed that video, guys, as always, do hit the like button. A big thank you for tuning in once again. Subscribe for more and hit the bell too so you never miss an upload. We upload 2 FM videos a day, of course. Our Road to Glory save, which isn't going as well as this one. And Project Boro, of course, at 8 PM every day. So check out both if you so wish. But until next time, do take care, guys. I'll see you all in the next one.